retro fans, thought I'd give you a quick tour of my updated retro room. I've added some shelves and things and thought you might like to see it. Anyway, that is Robocop running on MAME on my iMac. To play MAME games, I built myself an arcade control panel. It's a bit rougher on the edges, but you know, it does the job. Got some pinball buttons at the side for future pinball. One player start, a couple of sticks with the sort of Neo Geo classic layout. A trackball which lights up if you plug it in, and a coin button which also acts as a plunger for the pinball. I've got another couple of pinball and nudge buttons there. Twin sticks, but only one set of buttons. It is a one-player control panel, but I've got twin sticks because I love games like Karate Champ and Smash TV, that kind of thing, Total Carnage. So it works pretty well. Wasn't too expensive to build, and it was good as a first attempt. I quite enjoyed it. Anyway, sitting next to the Mac is the iCade with the iPad doing its thing. I jailbroke the iPad so that I could put on iMAME for all. It's an iPad 1, so it's it's no longer supported. So I waited till that happened until I jailbroke it, and it works really nice. Over here is the Amstrad, computer corner I suppose, but yeah, Amstrad mainly to start with. There are some 3.5 inch discs up there. I've got a 3.5 inch drive from Amstrad, so I've made a couple of compilation discs. Anyway, you can see all the sort of normal big boxed games. I'm quite lucky that I've met a few of the guys that were involved in these games. So for example, I've got this signed by Bob Wakelin, who did the cover art for it. Bob did the art for pretty much all the Ocean and Imagine games, as far as I'm aware, and I've also got Target Renegade signed by Bob, and also Simon Butler, who was involved with the game, I think doing the graphics, possibly overseeing the thing, but all good fun. The kind of budget and small boxed games, just your usual selection of stuff. Down to the bigger box games, a few disc games in the original discs. Nothing too exciting, I suppose. Down to my small but ever expanding Spectrum collection. There's a couple of newer games in there, such as let me see, Dingo and Encyclopedia Galactica. Thought I'd add these in. Pretty cool to have. Normal stuff. Quite a lot of the Ultimate games. That's all good. Down at the actual machines, I've got an Amstrad 6128. Hopefully you can see that nestling in there. My accelerated 030 processor, 50 MHz with 16 megs of RAM, and a 1.5 gig hard drive in there. I've also got a CD-ROM drive for it. That's my Amiga 1200. Love that. That's my original one from when I was a kid. And down to the dark corner, hopefully you can just see that nestled in there. That's a Spectrum Plus 2. Never had a Spectrum back in the day, but it's like Amstrad's cousin, so I thought it'd be quite nice just to get one. In this corner we've got my 3DS games and my normal DS. A couple of American imports in there. That's my DSi console, my Game Boy Advance SP, and the case for my 3DS, which I actually have in my hand. There it is. It's an original 3DS, but it's slightly different in that this is a limited edition, one of 1,000 in the UK that I won from Nintendo. It's got a Toad backing cover on it. It's actually moulded plastic. It's not a transfer or anything. It's exactly the same as a normal 3DS. It's got that nice skin on it. So won that free of charge. So thank you very much, Nintendo. Some retro related DVDs and emulated things. these are a work in progress. These here are unboxed Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games. Those are Nintendo DS cases, and I'm going to print custom covers for them. I'm also doing the same with Game Gear stuff. Got Super Monaco GP there. These are Blu-ray cases, but they with a little custom artwork. They all work nice, sitting and look good. Down at the shelf, which is manuals and things for unboxed games and whatnot. A few boxes of unboxed Amiga discs, all originals. Over here, I need to give a special mention to Robocop. It's a Todd McFarlane sculpted Robocop figure. I do love my old Robocop. It's very cool. It's about 12 years old, that is. He's very cool. Anyway, over to my PlayStation 1. Not much you can say really. Down to the Mega CD games. These blue ones are burned copies of games with custom artwork. Just quite nice rather than having a folder full of stuff. I thought I'd go for a nice custom cover. Down below, hopefully you'll see these are the original Amiga games. With 3.5 on CD there. Walker, one of my favourite games ever. There you go. Past the good old Fender. Got some Atari Jaguar, some Atari Lynx, my original CD32 games. Quite lucky, like I say, I've met a few people, and the Chaos Engine, you might just see that is signed by Mike Montgomery from the Bitmap Brothers. Had a great chat with him at last year's replay at Manchester. Top bloke, good laugh. The Mega Drive stuff, Speedball 2 is also signed by Mike. Streets of Rage 3, which took me ages to get, but wasn't entirely worth it. It's a great game, the music is god awful. But yeah, we'll let that one go. More Mega Drive stuff. Down to the Master System. Don't actually own a Master System, I do have a Master System converter for the Mega Drive though, which all works very nice. Some Sega Saturn. A few imported games there. This is my console corner, the main bit. Don't know if we can actually see all of that at once. Let's see if we can make this go. So, there we are. Okay, so from top to bottom, let's see, we've got that there as a Nintendo 64, got an Amiga CD32, an Atari Jaguar, not a Jaguar, a Jaguar, an Atari 2600, Sega Saturn, the original Mega Drive and Mega CD, that's a Wii clearly, PlayStation 2, Xbox and Dreamcast. While I'm in this corner, I'll show you. Up above here I have my Wakeland wall of art. Like I say, I'm lucky enough that I've met Bob a couple of times. I keep stalking him every time I go down to these replay things. Operation Wolf, one of my favourite games. I loved that cover as a kid. I now own a print. I'll never be able to get the original, but the print's good enough. And it's signed by Bob. I've also got Target Renegade minus the text, which is quite cool. I quite like that these are just the artworks without the branding on them. And again, that's signed by Bob. And Gryzor minus the backing. It obviously wasn't yellow like that on the game, but this is signed by Mark Jones, who did the Specky graphics. And Halo, Halo. Good God, that's the original Xbox. It's because I was looking at the Halo box there. Original Xbox stuff. PlayStation 2 and Xbox. PlayStation 2 Dreamcast. A couple of sort of Beats of Rage custom cover things there, Burn Games. Some Dreamcast things. Down to the start of the Wii and GameCube. And the Wii. Finally, in this corner, it's my Joe Satriani guitar, which is nice. The Behemoth controller for Steel Battalion. It's an absolute beast of a game. It's really hard. It's really cool to play, but it's really, really hard. I can't get past the training mission because I'm terrible at it, but it's pretty cool to have to put all these switches and things on it. And I believe this is the rarer version with green buttons opposed to blue buttons, which is nice. And finally, it's not retro related, but my Joe Satriani shrine. I've met Joe a couple of times and managed to get photos with the rest of the band. Fantastic. Top bloke, an amazing guitarist. But anyway, here you go. There is the room in a panning shot. Streets of Rage playing on the Mega Drive there. One of my favourite games ever. So there we are. Got a couple of posters there, Star Wars and Dark Knight. And those are 3D posters, although obviously you won't see it on this. But so there we are. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any questions or want to know any more about any of the stuff, want to know more about the games collections, then just post some comments, let me know, get in touch, send me a postcard, anything. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.